friends. I'm smiling because it really gets to be easy, you know. Like, it's all very simple. It's amazing how we've managed to complicate all of it. It's amazing how we've really managed to make it as complex as possible. And I guess that's part of the game of life. I guess that's where the joy comes from. We've made it complex so we can really appreciate how simple it all is once we come to the realization of it. And that is where I am. And I'm sure that is where most of you who are listening to this video are. Like, it's all right here and now. All of it unfolds in this very present moment. Even as you're thinking, it's happening now. Because thinking is a creation. It is. So you get to choose what thoughts you want to engage in. But that can only come by once you realize who you are. One way to think of it that's helped me recently is that, because the mind is just going to continue to think. That's what the mind does. So what's helped me is to see the thoughts as floating by, as suggestions. You know, this one flows by and that one floats by, and you get to choose which one you want to engage in. But quite often, out of habit, we choose to engage in the same thoughts over and over and over and over again because it's familiar. Oh my God. And this realization came to me, or this way of thinking of it came to me on my drive, you know. I was just driving, being present. I wasn't listening to anything, which I have nothing against. But quite often, most people listen to something on their drive as a form of distraction. Because you only get to remember who you are once you're present with yourself. And that doesn't necessarily translate being, you know, everything around you being still and quiet. No. Stillness just means being present with yourself. Yeah. Stillness means being present with yourself and just watch what arises. You know, there's a lot you don't have control over. Like right now, I'm out in nature, which naturally means there's going to be lots of different sounds, lots of different noises from nature, from other humans, from planes flying by, which I get a lot in my videos. But it's to realize, you know, the point is to realize that all of this is manifesting out of the present moment. And that's the only place things can manifest out of. You need to get out of your mind. There's a stream of water down there. Not sure if you can see it. But you need to get out of your mind you need to step back and watch the mind. Getting out of your mind doesn't mean you stop thinking. And I think a lot of people get stuck in that idea that they have to quiet the mind. And that makes things a lot more complex for people. That's when people start getting frustrated as they're starting to, perhaps get into meditation or self-realization, whatever terminology you want to use for this, spirituality, blah, blah, blah. I know I had that thinking, that idea that I need to stop my thoughts. No, that is not the aim. The aim is to be able to almost stand back and watch the mind play out. Like I've said earlier, what's helped me recently is to see that these thoughts are coming as suggestions, and you get to choose what thought you want to engage with. When you choose a certain thought, a similar thought attached to it, and then another similar thought attached to it, and then so on and so forth. But a lot of us have gotten into a habit of thinking the same thoughts over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. But yeah, just be with yourself. Whether you're sitting, lying down, walking, running, crying, laughing, just be with yourself and observe everything play out. It really is that simple. Like the mind expects it to be this out of the world moment, this never seen, never heard moment. But it's not, none of that. It's all very simple. It's all here, right now and here. It's always been with you. It's who you are. Like, I guess because it's so close to you, we almost don't see it because we're looking too far ahead, i.e., we're spending too much time in the mind. But we need to stop seeking and searching. We need to stop looking ahead because it's all right here and now, which is the only place it can ever be. What is that I'm talking about? That's you, who you are. That's your God essence, that source, your light source, your higher consciousness, your deeper self, whatever you want to call it, whatever terminology resonates with you. Like, don't get too hung up on the language itself. Don't get too hung up on the words. These are all just ways of referring to the same thing. These are all just pointers. You just choose whatever resonates with you. And this is just limited to the English language. If you go to other languages as well, other cultures, other backgrounds, they all have many different terminologies to refer to the same thing. And you know this by how it feels, So I've said this before, and many other people have said it. It's not really what you say. It's the energy behind what you say. Like, two people can say consciousness, but actually they're referring to two very different things. So don't get too hung up on the terminology. Don't get too hung up on the words themselves. Choose whatever word works for you. You know, the awareness, the observer, the watcher, the I am, love, light. You just choose whatever terminology resonates with you. But it really is that simple. And the more I realize this, I just laugh at the brilliance of it, to be honest. I just laugh at the brilliance of how I can talk for myself, but I and so many others have managed to sort of make it all so complicated. But it really isn't. We need to stop telling ourselves that. There's nothing you need to seek. There's nothing you need to search. You don't need to go anywhere because everything happens right here and now. It all unfolds in this very present moment. So spend more time here, right here, now, this very present moment. There's not enough words for me to say this. But like I said, don't get hung up on the words. All of these are just pointers. Does that make sense? Does that resonate with anyone? You know, the process of realization, the unfolding of it is so beautiful to witness. So, show yourself some grace. Believe that you're done searching, you're done seeking. This is where it ends, right here and now. Believe that you already are who you're searching for. Believe that whatever you're seeking and searching for has been found. You have it. You've always had it. You really have always had it. And you need to believe that. And now's the time to believe that. That's it really. I didn't introduce myself earlier because I was just so excited to come to this recording. Welcome to my channel if you made it this far. My name is Aisha and I'm just here to serve as a reminder. I'm committed to daily recordings of some sort, either audio or video for the next year. And we'll see where this goes. If you're interested, comment, like, subscribe, share, whatever. And I'll speak to you soon. That's just a plane flying over. Can you see it up there? Speak to you soon.